Stay toasty.
And I'm in Dennis, they're the kings of the real. Reviewing new movies, they keep it real. Coast to coast, from LA to the east. On the podcast show, they feast on the beast. Adam's bringing knowledge like he's Professor X. Dennis with cuts deeper than Wolverine's claws. I guess Marvel, DC, they know them all by heart. Breaking down the plot, tearing every scene apart. They got the juice like Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Breaking down movies with a sharp precision. Adam coming in hot like a John Wick hit. Dennis bringing the heat like the climax of a Tarzan flick.
All right. Well, I know we got to wrap this up, but there's a couple of quick things I want to talk about. Some you may know, some you might not know, but let's see here. I don't know why I have
that one.
Nope. For $8.78, you can exclusively get a 12-ounce limited edition King of the Hill collector's can of WD-40. I don't need WD-40, but I want it. Yep.
I
want it 100%.
And I love King of the Hill, and I would absolutely. I saw the ad on Reddit, and it played the clip when he was in Mexico, and he uses the little can to open the big can.
Yeah, when he's with his mom. That's the only issue here. They should have that little can to go with that. That would make it perfect. But
it should be a pair. Yeah, exactly. But they don't do the capped version as often anymore. It's more that the tilt nozzle as displayed in the image if you're watching the screen.
Yes. All right. So up next, we have I don't know if you heard about this, but the past couple of days, the Russo brothers have been teasing a big South by Southwest Avengers thing happening, but it just turned out to be a Doctor Doom themed pop-up coffee shop. Coffee shop.
I will Xerox anything you want.
Would you drink some Doctor Doom coffee, Dennis? I know you're a coffee guy.
Yeah, I'm a coffee guy, but I'm always afraid of these licensed coffees because they usually
fair enough.
Got some flavor. Yeah, they put flavory bullshit on it. I don't want marshmallow chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, I want that
coffee. Well, no, if that's a syrup I'm throwing into my drink after it's made, yes. If you sprayed my coffee beans in some bullshit, it always comes out bad. It never tastes the way the fucking description of the bag says. I just want coffee first. Let me introduce the fluff and the hoo-ha. I like, for example, licensed coffee product I enjoyed. Coffee Mate got the license to Harry Potter butterbeer. The butterbeer Coffee Mate is delicious. Great.
They're butterbeer the shit out of everything. Goldfish, cookies, popcorn. There's butterbeer fucking sprinkles that you can put on your food now.
The butterbeer goldfish are fucking great too. I like them.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's like because there's a graham cracker with the
butterscotch. I didn't know that. That I could get behind. I will say when I went to Epic Universe, I made sure I got some frozen butterbeer, man. I love that shit.
Always good stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
classic.
Yep. All right. Gotta power through. We got a few more things here.
Go.
Through June, Papa John's hosting 4 Toy Story themed Pizza Planet pop-ups in Los Angeles, London, Madrid, Seoul. They'll include retro-style pizza arcades, prize merch, limited edition menu, and more. Dennis, I think you should find the Los Angeles one and get some Pizza Planet action.
If I can guarantee getting in, I will absolutely do some coverage for Movie Toast. That's the only part that scares me is when they usually do these things. It's like line around the block for a shitty slice of cold pizza.
We should try to get some press stuff for that.
That would be actually, yes, that would be cool.
I missed out
on Home Alone last Christmas. I loved you doing that, but I also saw what it looked like. I'm like, oh, you really didn't offer.
Yeah,
it was like a car and a little bit of decor, and then it's like the pizza didn't change. Like nothing changed as far as the food goes. I want to see I want a Pizza Planet box. I want to get the alien toy,
the claw, man.
There's a claw machine in there, that's.
Yeah, that would be bitchin', but it might be mediocre. But hey, it could be good. Who knows? All right, this next one you could probably get into. I'd love. Lucas Museum of Narrative Arts has announced that their first exhibition will be Star Wars in Motion. It will open on 9/22, and you can view vehicles, props, behind-the-scenes art, and more. I feel like, how do you have a Lucas Museum and not have a Star Wars send-off?
I've already been watching. They've already been posting some great photos of some of how the install is going. They're saying the vehicles are coming in next, but
nice.
General Grievous on his monobike is already installed. Apparently, Lucas took a photo of him standing next to it, and it looks amazing. I am so excited for this museum. It's I don't know. I'm going to check it out as soon as I possibly can. Ideally this year. That'd
be nice. You know it's going to be a hot ticket, but it'd be worth it. All right. Up next, I want to hear a little bit about your foray into Spider-Noir, the screening you went to.
Yes. Okay. So luckily, because my wonderful wife is a member of the Producers Guild, she was invited to a screening Amazon hosted of the first 2 episodes of Spider-Noir. We were fortunate enough that they actually showed us the pilot in black and white and the second episode in color. So we got a nice spread of how each one looked. That screening was followed by the showrunner and the 2 main producers of the series, and also the caretakers of the current Sony Spider-Verse as it stands. And that was wonderful and eye-opening. It was great to hear the stories of how it was revered on set, the way they looked at it. In fact, they started shooting a whole bunch of footage before they realized like they needed to constantly adjust their set dressing, their lighting, their camera department, because they were aiming for black and white first. Color was secondary, but they weren't going to just brush that under the rug. Anyone who saw that would then get their wholly fleshed out experience. But they're saying they had to develop new technology just to be able to bounce between the two. So Video Village would have to swap live between color and black and white. And they would sometimes, they were saying there were scenes they even reshot for color because it looked so much better to do it this way in black and white. But as soon as you switch to the color version, it would look ridiculous. So they'd have to make these subtle adjustments to the lighting, the positioning of the camera, sometimes even the texture of things on the set. But it was so good. I loved the series. We just finished it a couple nights ago.
Oof. I want to talk about it so bad. I have not had time to watch it yet. I can't wait to get into it to talk with you about it.
We will do that down the road, but my God, this is one of the... all I'm going to say is this is one of the best made Spider-Man things.
Yeah.
Like
now, like I said, I was afraid the trailer. I'm like, the last trailer didn't do it for me, so I'm hoping.
I think there's a tone and a flavor of this that starts to develop as the show goes on. I think will truly speak to you, and it does speak to a lot of other fans that appreciate things the way we do, I think.
Fair enough. I like that. That sounds pretty sick. Yeah. All right, now this next one, I don't know if you have any interest, but did you watch Hacks, or are you not really a Hacks house?
It's on the list. It's just one of those we haven't got to yet. I love Jean Smart. She's incredible.
Oh, dude. Fantastic in this.
Everything she does is entertaining. Drama, comedy. Yeah. She can do it all. I very much look forward to getting into this. We just haven't done it yet.
Fair enough. So I'll say, love the series, but every season kind of felt repetitive. These 2 characters would meet each other. They'd they depart ways and they come back together. But this final season broke the mold. Surprises left and right, twists and turns. Fantastic. And one of the best finales in TV history that I've seen. So I highly suggest when you get there, checking out Hacks at some point. But the finale, fine fucking finale, man. But I'm not going to talk about that. There's a finale both of us have watched. Let's talk boys, man. How'd you feel about that finale, man?
You know what? I thought it was a pleasant way of closing a chapter on a beloved, huge, ridiculous series. Like, how the fuck do you shut this one down? That was always going to be a challenge. Again, got to see a Producers Guild screening here. This was basically all the department heads showed up for this one, and it was incredible to hear how each of them had to tackle their own landing of the plane, as they called it. It's like, all right, you've got the stick in your hands. How the fuck do you touch this down? And they all had this like, they all understood this was going to be a big task, to the point to where even like as the show was going on, they were rewriting how the finale even played out. It was almost very different. Certain characters were about to die 2 episodes sooner than they would have had it not been for how they decided to play it out. I think they did a gorgeous job with the show. Here's another one where I don't understand the heat it's getting.
I mean,
it's a book.
I think most people don't expect every character to have like like every character got their send off in this, like little big minute characters, and I appreciate that. Each episode was like, here's the ending for them. I will say that final showdown, well, not the final showdown, but the big showdown, slightly lackluster, but it worked for restraints. I enjoyed it. The big one that got me the most was after the boy told Butcher he didn't want to be there, and then he went in the other room, and what happened in the other room, man, that got me, man.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Especially knowing what happened in real life weeks before that episode came out. I'm like, that double sucks.
So we watched the finale when it aired, or like when it and then we went to the screening, and I would sound based on the auditory reaction, about a quarter of the audience waited to see the finale. Again. So I'll say that part, I know exactly what you're speaking of. I choked up right all over again.
Like that was the one that meant the most to me. I'm like, sure, it wasn't a main person or anything, but I'm like, out of all the people and things to die, I'm like, fuck.
It was the one that I think any living, breathing person with a soul, you'll feel that. And then it makes sense. It's just that's kind of it, man. Like that's kind of, all right.
But our remaining characters, the end that they all got was beautiful. I felt I loved everyone the way, and how it kind of bookend the beginning to the end. That was nice,
especially for the cast themselves. I feel like I appreciated that they all had a moment on screen to send their character off, and it wasn't just like you're just getting booted off screen. You're not running off frame, and that's it for you. Like it's. Yeah, I think they've invested so much time into giving us the show. They deserved to give us what they wanted to show us too. And I don't feel like I got cheated out of anything. I get what you mean about some of the pacing, I guess. But it's like they had so much. It was fine.
Yeah,
they had so much to put in, and I think they gave everyone something.
And
I
will say I did like the way Sister Sage left the show. That I was like, all right, cool.
Thumbs up, bitches.
That was surprising.
That was so good. But again, there's that wholesomeness. Like there's a beautiful thing to that too. Like how she went out. Everyone. It lends itself. And I'm excited for the prequel. I'm curious. How do we get into this?
I will say it's like the one hanging thread they have was Soldier Boy, and I'm like, all right, that makes sense because that will probably spin off into where we get Vought Rising.
Right. I could honestly see that series being a time jump, like seeing a little bit of what he's doing now, but mostly him. Maybe he's sitting at a bar telling his war stories to someone else, or he's captured by someone else, or Vought gets him back somehow, and it's like, wait, it's like, okay, how did the OG Voughts, how did they do this back then?
Because you kind of learned a little bit about that in Gen V. Did you watch Gen V or
that? I didn't. What's funny is I was actually confronted by someone who was just like, well, then how did you know who this or that character was? Like, you know what? Context,
you don't need to.
Because I was paying attention to the show, so I wasn't lost.
Like, yes, it would help if he did, but fuck that person.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I felt in that situation.
But yeah, so like, because they just canceled that show, but those characters kind of got to ride off in the sunset here, and that works.
They got to support the team, and they got to do a mission to help I like that. Like the whole speech with Starlight was great. Of like, it doesn't matter, even if you think it's small. Every little bit is contributing to the overall cause, and it's I'm doing my part. All that business. I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
Like it really. I feel like I don't know how else they would have wrapped up the show. Like it just worked properly the way it should have.
Yes.
I gotta say, Kamiko's ending reminded me a lot of the Dark Knight Rises ending, but it was I like that she had the dog there with her. That was kind of beautiful. French is like, we're gonna get this dog.
I thought of like was it the second or third Bourne movie when she has the moped shop, or he's not there, but it's like she's out in the coast, like does the thing they said they were going to do together.
Yeah,
the character, like it's kind of. I think it's kind of a classic trope, but I liked that spin on it. The watching her savor the Madeline and knowing she's hearing the words Frenchie said the way he described what that is supposed to taste like and how delicious that is supposed to be, and you could see her savoring that all over again, like savoring his words all over again. And I like the beauty in that, and there was that romance between the two of them was so beautiful and so wholesome.
Like especially building it up so long before they actually got to that point, and
it was great. It was great.
I really dug. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna miss the show, but I'm happy they didn't overstay their welcome. Like just enough time.
I will say they said they didn't say they wouldn't do anything with Huey and Starlight.
Sure.
They were because that was the host was just like, well, obviously you left this very blatant like hook out front. Is that something you're actually pursuing, or is it? And they're just like, we can't talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that speaks volumes. But you tell they're trying. But where is that?
But give it some time, some space.
Yeah, exactly. These actors just ran the gauntlet and they just did all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the property after this.
Yeah, I know there's going to be The Boys Mexico, but I feel like I've always wondered, is that going to be like a spinoff or is it a reboot? You hear about it so often. I got to look this up now. Spanish language spinoff of The Boys.
Spinoff. I'm done.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
And I think who the fuck it stars someone cool. Like, let's see, who the fuck is in it? Someone big, I think. What? IMDb has been a bitch.
Diego Luna or...
That's what I was thinking. It's like someone like that, I think. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, Gail Garcia Bernal is one of them. I feel like I've heard that name a million times, but I'm like, it doesn't matter. I just want more stuff in this world.
Yeah,
that's the point. Yeah,
it's so well fleshed out, and we already know what to expect as far as the humor, violence, like the extremes they're willing to go. I am on board for what you're willing to throw on that in that frame. So bring it
1,000%. Yeah. So that's all I got for this post that I want to talk about. But what about you? Anything you?
No, I think that's you. You already hit the notes I was looking forward to.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. You say you're going to screenings for Disclosure Day and Toy Story soon, right?
Yes, those are the next ones coming up.
Nice.
I'm very much looking forward to both. So unfortunately, I'm not going to make the newly announced Asylum release of Alien Disclosure Day.
You son of a bitch.
I'm like, oh wow!
You call yourself a fan?
So funny. Yeah, no, I'm very much excited for those, and those will likely be my next two reviews as long as we're out of the lockdown for those two titles. Once
the old embargoes.
Yeah.
I mean, Disclosure Day comes out next week, and I think Toy Story is the week after. So yeah, I think we're safe.
Right on time. All right, man.
Yeah. So that's gonna work. Yeah, that's all I got, man. That's a hell of an episode, I think.
Whole lot of 2.5 hours of toast, folks. I hope there's something in there for you, and we got to inspire you to check something out, or maybe you're adamant about us knowing about something else, and you can just let us know. Like we said earlier, hit us with those comments, and we'll just have to see you on the next episode.
That's right. Thank you for listening and watching, folks.